When I was 16, my whole world was turned upside down. I made one of the most horrific decisions in my life, and it cost me. I was charged with first-degree murder, armed robbery with a firearm, and sentenced to 2 natural life terms in prison without the possibility of parole. And I've served 31 years in prison. And my life has been a disaster. What's up, y'all? This JD again with Redemption Kings. How y'all doing out there, man? Listen, today, man, I'm gonna give it to y'all raw. I'm gonna give y'all some unbelievable stuff that y'all just ain't gonna believe. Cause I didn't believe it when I see it. You know what I'm saying? The title of the show today is They Snapped. Yes, sir. It's some dudes in the chain gang, man, that you think they always there. In the head, I mean. You think these dudes, you know, it's just like the average Joe. You know, this one thing that I don't want my followers or people to get confused about prison. You know, it's a lot of people that go into prison crazy. It's a lot of people that don't go into prison crazy, but become crazy when they get in there because of the pressure that they apply to themselves. You understand what I'm saying? It's some things that you got to discipline yourself with when you're in prison. It's some things that you got to let go to the side, like, you know, your love life. Your girl, if she out there, man, 9 times out of 10, you know what's happening. You know what I'm saying? She getting the boots knocked. Absolutely. So if you're gonna, know that, why you in prison tripping? Listen, the first story I'm about to tell y'all about, dang, this dude snapped. Man, it was a dude, and this dude was like, I don't know how to explain it, man, because I've never met another person like this dude. He was quiet, slim, brown skin, kind of tall, I say about 6 foot. And this dude never said nothing. But I'm going to tell you what this dude did do. Every time me and my partner used to walk around in cells, because you can walk around in cells when they don't let you out the door. Because sometimes you don't get ragged. So we'll walk around the cell just talking about different things. And every time we walk around by this dude's room, guess what he in there doing? He doing Kung Fu by himself. I'm talking about some real blue free stuff, right? And so, we know that this dude, the snap, he gone. He don't say nothing to nobody. He don't be around nobody. But check this out, man. One early Monday morning. Yes, it was Monday. Absolutely. One early Monday morning, we was in the child hall line in our dormitory. I was at South Bay getting our breakfast. And man, it was this sergeant. This sergeant was a real SHIT talker. Yes, he was. He did his thing. He didn't play, he didn't care who you was. You could be white. He was white. He gonna still talk trash to you. And if you had any type of back talk to this dude, you understand me? He was gonna bring it to you. You going to jail or he gonna slap you. He gonna do one of these things. So, when we know this sergeant on, everybody get in line. Everybody, they uniform. They ain't out of line. They playing by the rules, but we know this sergeant ain't gonna play. Ain't no slipping and slide around him. Ain't no watering coats. He ain't gonna look the other eye. He gonna put you in jail. Plain and simple. Okay, so the dude walked out and he was finna get his tray. So the sergeant said something to him. Now, mind you, this dude don't talk. So he ain't say nothing to the sergeant when the sergeant said something to him, so he was in violation. So you know me, I'm nosy. I'm sitting back there because I can feel something finna go down, right? So the sergeant said, "Inmate, you ain't hear me?" He don't say nothing. He keep going in line, getting his tray. Now listen, all other officers, sergeants, they know that this dude is not right up top. You know what I'm saying? So they give him leeway. And I believe it's 2 reasons why they give him leeway. Because they don't want to deal with the problems that this dude might give them. You understand what I'm saying? And the paperwork as well. And they just, this dude is petty. He don't mess with nobody, he don't do nothing to nobody. But this particular sergeant, and I ain't gonna say no names, kept picking at this dude. Hey man, I said, you can't hear me? I said, talk to me. So he got all the way up in his face. I mean, spit flying everywhere. The dude got his tray in his hand. Man, listen, the dude snapped. He hit the officer with the tray, bam! So everybody like, oh man. So the smart people got somewhere. I was one of the smart people, but I was still looking behind me to see what happened. You know what I'm saying? I got to see what happened, right? So, when I turn my head, you have this other officer. She black, she in the officer station. She ain't on the phone. She ain't on the walkie-talkie. You know what she doing? She hollering. You know what I'm saying? She protected. The other dude get beat with a tray. I mean, the dude going buck wild on this dude, man. I couldn't believe it. I'm looking around like, man, there's blood everywhere, man. This dude gonna kill this dude. Yeah, they went in there, they whooped dude good. You know what I'm saying? Oh, he got it. You feel what I'm saying? They drug him up out of there, they hog tied him, put all his legs and everything behind his back, and they made sure they ain't pick him up. They drug him to where he wanted to go. Hog tied. So he was skinned up and everything. And they beat him there, and then they took him to another camp and beat him there too. It's a lot of beating going on both ends though. You know what I'm saying? So it can't nobody complain. Because the officers gotta protect themselves, and the inmates gonna protect themselves. And that's how it is in the Department of Corrections in Florida. And I got 31 years of experience. That I do know. So check this out. That was a heck of a dang he snapped moment, but that was just like number 5. You know what I'm saying? Number 4, oh my God. Number 4 is, a snap moment that scared me. Absolutely. It scared JD, man. Redemption King, yes he did. Man, early one morning, I like to get up and watch the news when I'm in prison. I like to know what's going on in the world. There's some people that don't like seeing, what's going on the news. I like to watch the news. The 6 o'clock news, the 6 in the evening news, and the 10 o'clock news. Now listen, man, I wasn't one of them dudes that stood in front of the TV, with the remote control, barking at everybody, telling everybody they can't watch this TV because that's the easiest way to get hit up. Somebody gonna stab you, and then the next man gonna grab the remote control. He gonna think it's his TV, he gonna get stabbed. Then the next man gonna grab the microphone, he gonna get his TV, he gonna get stabbed until the police get the remote control and put the TV schedule on there they want us to have. Yeah, I'd have been in those situations too. But anyway, man, this morning was normal like any other morning, y'all. I got up, brushed my teeth, washed my face, you know what I'm saying? Got mad at my bunkie because he farting all through the night, so the cell smelled like fart. You know what I'm saying? I done told him already, man, listen, when you fart, get off the bunk, get on the toilet, and flush it while you farting. Because the air suck it, do the thing. People don't understand that, but that's what happens when you're in prison. So, but you know what, this dude here, I mean, I can't control nobody farts. You know what I'm saying? But I still say something about it. But anyway, I felt some kind of way about that. So, I left out my cell. I'm waiting on child to happen. It's early in the morning. So you got a bunch of other dudes that's up for child. These dudes don't got no money. They people ain't sending no money. The only thing they got is the child hall that we walk to every day. And today, you know what I'm saying, for breakfast, we got, you know what I'm saying, we got, I can't remember what they call. They like crumb cakes. You know what I'm saying? They like crumb cakes almost. I mean, talking about beautiful. We put some oatmeal on top of that joke with some sugar and some milk on it. Man, you act like you had, in the chain gang. Absolutely. But man, I'm waiting because I'm going to get this. I'm going to get this meal this morning. I'm going to get this. This is a good meal. It ain't that garbage. And so it's about 15 people in a day room. The day room is where everybody comes sit in the morning to watch what's on TV. So you got pews, big long benches in the day room, and everybody come, people got their little towels, and I'm gonna get into that because that's part of this section too. People with their towels, you wanna understand what I'm saying in a minute. But anyway, I'm out there and I'm sitting, I'm watching TV. And it's something that got my attention. So check this out. In the next moment, I heard somebody say, hey, man, he got a knife. So the first thing I do is I turn around because I'm on the front row. When I turn around, I see a dude with a knife about this long and he butt naked. He run into the day room and just jump. I'm talking about take a dive on everybody and go to swinging the knife. So check this out. Now listen, this dude here snap because I'm involved now. It's dead serious. So check this out, man. And you know what? I don't want to put myself out there, but my homeboy told me how I reacted in that moment. Because he was on the outside and I was in the inside and he was trying to make sure I get out. But he watched me when this dude ran and jumped in there with his knife and started swinging. So check this out, and I'm gonna give it to y'all in slow motion, right? So when I turned around and saw the dude with a knife, the first thing that I do is knock the dude out in front of me. Boom, I knocked him to the floor, stepped on his back, jumped over him. Now the dude, he up there, I'm making sure, listen, it ain't gonna be me one-on-one in this room with this dude with his knife. I'm gonna be the last man, I'm gonna be the first man out. I'm like the what? The two zebras and the lion. You know what I'm saying? I ain't worried about it. As long as I beat him, I'm good. That's what type of moment it was. And man, this dude wasn't playing. It took a couple of dudes to restrain this dude. This dude was high, you know what I'm saying, on K2. He was gone. He had lost his mind. He snapped, got butt naked, couldn't take it. You understand what I'm saying? Now, that could have been me dead with knives, wounds, and everything. Now that's number 4. That's number 4. You know what I'm saying? Number 3 is South Bay again. South Bay was off the chain. I seen, something that I'd never seen before in prison until this time, right? And I was about, I say 6 or 7 years in. And I had got used to being around dudes that like other dudes. They was in a dorm, you couldn't get away from them. So it was like, okay, it is what it is, they do their thing, I'm over here. Y'all understand what I'm saying. So, I was hipped to the drama that goes on in the dorm. You can't help but be hip to it. Listen, these dudes that you're around, right? These dudes got 10, 15, 20 years, 25 years. Sometimes they got life sentences. And so some of these dudes be at camps for 10 to 15 years. You get to know these dudes, all their secrets, because they right in front of you. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? What moles on the dude back, because you've seen it for 10 years. You know what I'm saying? It's just what it is. So I'm used to the spats. And I'm like, man, they might as well stay with women. If they gonna argue and stuff like this, what's the use to going elsewhere? But anyway, it was a black dude and a white dude. And I guess the white dude thought he was slick. Because the black dude, he was real like an old dude. He was like a pops. And this white dude was, young, healthy, and all this other stuff. And so the pops took care of the dude. He got Nikes on, he got gold on, his high fat, he got all kind of chips and stuff that you will look at the canteen like, man, I can't get that. So my mama dropped that next bid for me. You know what I'm saying? So, we looking at him now, I'm peeping what's going on. Now, when the dude go to work, the other dude, the white dude, he's sneaking other people in his room. And they doing their thing. You know what I'm saying? Now, I've been peeping this, but it's none of my business. You know what I'm saying? I watch TV. I'm a husband. I watch TV. You know what I'm saying? And hope no smells come out. You feel what I'm saying? But, they professional about how they do things in prison because they don't want to get caught by the police. So they got to be up on themselves. You feel me? But on this particular day, dude's boyfriend came back home early. And I'm looking at this situation. I'm like, dang, it's almost like the days of our lives or something. You know what I'm saying? Because if he was on the street, you'll see dude, he know his wife getting pounded. You know what I'm saying? He can't take it no more, so he want to know if this true. He eased back to the highs. You know what I'm saying? And then next you know it's a But this is on the prison side, so it's like still days of our lives, but days of prison lives. You know what I'm saying? Man, listen, this dude peeped his significant other in there getting whatever he was getting done to him. He ain't say nothing. This is an old school pop that been in prison for almost 30 years. He know the game. He leave. I'm like, dang, Pop ain't say nothing, man. I guess he down with the lick. They must be making money. This is my insinuation. Until Pop showed back up with 2 steel horseshoes. Let me repeat this here. Steel horseshoes. So when I see the horseshoe, guess what I start doing? Putting on my shoes. Because if it's a homicide, that's gonna happen. JD ain't gonna be here. I'm finna hit the button, I'm getting about it. Ain't no way FDLE coming and investigate me. Absolutely not, I'm through with that. So I see him, I'm like, man, I'm gone. You know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to creep out the door, and then it take down, and this is me caught in the moment. It go down. So dude going there, B, what you doing? I can't believe you trying me like this here. You know what I'm saying? You can hear the whole dorm, can hear the houseman that's left in the dorm, because if you ain't a houseman, you gotta get out. So it's just few people in there. So the dude that's in there with him, he take off. He break out, he gone. So the dude really, the Pops don't really, he don't care about dude. Because dude ain't the problem. The problem is this other dude. You know what I'm saying? Because this other dude allowed this other dude to do what he do. You know what I'm saying? The Pops ain't worried about him. Man, Pop hit this dude with his horseshoe, split his whole skull open. Blood was everywhere. The boy tried to run, but slipped in his own blood and twisted his knee. By that time, the door was opening up to let me out the dormitory. You know, I looked back one last time when Pop was coming up with a horseshoe. Now, people want to know what the end of that story is. They had an air fly the white dude out. You know, I don't know what happened to Pop. He probably got shipped to another camp, went to see him for about 3 years, got out, got him another boy. And you probably got him a knife next time, you know what I'm saying? That's how it is in prison. This dude snapped. This dude snap moment. Now, number 2, in his snap moment, y'all, listen, I don't know if I ever told y'all this story, but this was one heck of a story, man. This was a real serious story. And you know, it really touched me. It was this dude in South Bay with me. We call him, you know, Conehead. We was in the kitchen one day and Conehead's mother died. They called down there and they told him, hey, man, your mother just died, man. So Conehead just instantly started crying. You know, the head food service director, she felt sorry for him, fixed him some fried chicken, some french fries, and let him go home early. He ain't got to bust no, he ain't got to hit the, knock down the kitchen. He ain't got to do none of that. He good. So on his way home, or to his dormitory, his cell, he got stopped by a captain. And the captain asked him why he was on the breezeway by himself. So he attempted to explain to the captain that, hey man, my mama just died. You know, what you want me to do? The captain said, I don't give an F if your mama died. You don't supposed to be on this breezeway. He snapped. He beat the captain up so bad, the captain had to get 2 plates put in his head and retire. They beat him up so bad that when I see him, he got a big head, but his head was like twice the size that it normally be. It was such a sad moment because he was a good dude, but it ended just like that. I mean, Conehead was there 1 minute, and then Conehead was out of there 1 minute, you know? Now, I think my top, I mean, this dude, snap moment, is a dude that you never expect to snap like you would. You never, listen, it's some dudes, it's some people out here in this world, you know, that got a depth within them that's so deep that when you bring it out, they can't put it in. It's like a flood. You understand what I'm saying? And I witnessed this here in a county jail, man. And I knew this dude was gonna snap. This dude was a Jamaican dude. And you know, he was friends with a friend of mine. And man, this dude was getting canteen. He had a store. He used to run. Everybody used to go to him. He had money. He was a dread. He had money. He was doing this thing on the street. You know what I'm saying? But listen, one day he went to court. And when he came back from court, dude was different. They had to offer this dude about 50, 60 years in prison and told him they wasn't going down. You know what I'm saying? Now this dude got to be about 30 years old. You know what I'm saying? With 50 years in prison, under 85%, you're going to do about 45 of that. 45 and a half, something like that. You know what I'm saying? So add that to the 30 years. That's 75 years old. Dude, snap. Dude, he came in the cell, he came in the dorm, and people that know him were like, hey man, what's up, man? What they do? You all right? He don't say nothing to none of them. He go right in his room. Soon as he come out of his room, the first person you see, he's swinging with a knife on. I mean, these dudes, listen, these dudes that talk to this dude every day, they be in his room, they eat his canteen. They owe him money. Dang, he snapped. He had to get tackled down and holding down while blood was everywhere, man. You know what I'm saying? Just to get the knife out of his hand. And they got an upstairs where they put all people that's like violent that want to hurt themselves and others. And you stay chained all day and in the cell all day. You can't come out. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no mingling and nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? You just gone. You left with yourself. That's one of the worst things that you can ever experience as a teenager in prison. Being left in a cell by yourself for days on end with nothing but your mind and your problems. You'll go crazy. You will snap. Man, there's people in prison right now. That's a thin line between snapping, man. I done seen so many, oh my God, this dude head, you can see his skull. You know what I'm saying? I can't believe this dude just got punctured in the neck. You understand what I'm saying? It was dead serious enough. And I was 16 navigating that. Absolutely. Absolutely. And I think I'm going to give y'all, you know, even though did I go to one? Did I go to one? The number one, yes, I did. But I'm gonna give y'all a 0 because I can't. You know what I'm saying? I gotta give you 0 because in prison my DC number was 0465184. So zeros mean something to me. You understand what I'm saying? So this 0 here was God damn dude. Now it was a dude in the kitchen, man. A young dude, man. Don't mess with nobody. But just because he don't mess with nobody, everybody try you. Because you ain't responding to nothing. But dude got tired of that. Dude was in there for a murder. So him and the cook got into it with each other one day. And the cook like, man, I'll beat your ass and blah, 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 blah. So I'm in the kitchen, I'm looking. The whole kitchen looking. So Jit was like, man, all right, man, whatever, man. Whatever, man, I'm through talking. You know what I'm saying? If you want to do something, do it. If you don't do something, don't do it. But I'm through talking. So, you know, the cook, he was one of them cats. You know what I'm saying? Because of his status. You know, because he a cook. And he got all the chicken, all the sausage. He got all the eggs. He making his money. So this junk blowing it. Listen, this junk blowing Jit mind up. Get a cook, you know what I'm saying? He's supplying the pot room that washes the dishes. He got the trays going out getting paid, yeah. You know what I'm saying? But he looked over Jit. He looked over Jit. See, you gotta pay attention. And this dude looked over Jit. He respect Jit. Jit went in the pot and got a hot boiling water. I'm talking about, listen, You know, I used to be a cook. So when you put potatoes in a pot and you boil them, and when them jokers boil the whole skin off the potato, you know that water hot. This dude got boiling hot potato. And listen to water. And listen, when the cook turned around and said it, one more word, dude dashed him in that face with the whole thing, man. The first thing people started telling the dude, man, don't touch your face, don't grab your face. But how can you not grab your face when you just got a whole boiling, steaming hot water thrown at you? You got eyeballs, your mouth. Dude grabbed his face and the skin started coming off of his head. I ain't never seen nothing like it before in my life. You understand what I'm saying? In the kitchen. That was a zero snap moment, though. Absolutely. He snapped like the Mr. Link. You know, I'm looking at this dude, I'm like, dang, this dude here just snapped, man. He can kill this dude, man. They gotta get this dude, can be blind or anything. You know, just off of him being sick and tired of being sick and tired. Yeah. Yeah, it happens. So I want to get that to y'all this month because I ain't never gave y'all some real hardcore down stories, and that's how I'm finna do this from now on. Because y'all know where I'm staying, but I want y'all to understand what I had to navigate to be the man that I am today. To be the king that I think that I am, that I know that I am. You understand me? See, redemption is for king because it takes a king to take that. Please like, comment, and subscribe to your boy. Peace.